What's up, guys? This is Big Dru. This is Titan Lifestyle. That's right, it's Friday. I'm back once again. I do this every week at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you tune in every week, you'll usually catch a sale. We do Titan therapies every week. We highlight the therapies. So tune in now. You'll catch a sale. I'll let you know about another special that we have going on too as well. But this is Titan Lifestyle. I'll be here for the next 30 minutes to an hour. Let's give some shout outs to everybody second to check in and see what's going on. But we're going to start it off today with Therapy of the Week. Then I'm going to go into Q&A, my favorite part of the day. So get your questions ready. I answer them to the best of my ability. The questions could be anything from fitness, nutrition, Titan therapies, bodybuilding, general health, wellness, pretty much anything. Again, keep it PG. This is a PG show. We service all 50 states, so I'll see who's turned in from around the country and who's turned in from around the world. I know a lot of times we have people in India, so shout out to all my people over in India that have been tuning in every week. And after Q&A, we're going to get into Titan events. We have two big events coming up. One, I believe, is in like 6 weeks from now, 5 weeks. But I'll get into that a little bit later. Again, I want to give everybody a chance to tune in, give these shout outs real quick, see who's on. But again, get your questions ready. I'm ready to go. I took an ECA cap before I went, so that's like my pre-show thing. So that's definitely kicked in. I'm ready to go. You guys can see the veins popping already from the Hercules, still me from this morning. So it's going to be a great day. Great day. And it's sunny outside too, which is one of our topics. So shout out to Moni, shout out to Martin, shout out to Wayne, shout out to people jumping on right now. Again, 10% off of all Titan therapies. And today is the last day. So 10% off of all Titan therapies. Excludes hormone therapy, so it's not going to work with HRT or things of that nature. But anything else that's non-hormonal related, 10% off of everything. So you could stack them up. You can get 2, 3, 4, 5 things. Take advantage of the 10% off. Again, today is the last day, the 27th, which is today is the last day. So call the office, 727-389-3220. You can text or call that number, let them know they're interested. They'll let you know the pricing, they'll let you know what's available, and they'll also let you know if it is excluded, because again, hormones are excluded in the 10% off, but everything else. So that means your ECA, that means your Hercules potion, that means AOD, a lot of the good fat burning stuff. Everything's 10% off, so take advantage. Take advantage. Now, I'm not sure if the clothing, I don't believe the clothing is 10% off. I had someone ask me earlier today, I think it was a DM or an instant message. Somewhere I saw someone say, is it good on the merch too? So I'll let you know by the end of the day if it's good on the merch, but I know right now 10% off of all therapies. So if you spend $100, save $10. Spend $200, you can see how it goes. So the more you buy, the more you save. Take advantage. And again, this is like a great present too. If you want to take advantage of this, you can buy a gift card and use that gift card with it. So if you still have previous gift cards from the past, you could use those and apply that to just 10% off. So yeah, every week we do big discounts here, whether it's a highlighted therapy that we have, or sometimes I'll give out personal discounts of people that I see tuning in. If you ask a great question, I might be able to give you a discount. So I think I might do that every week from now on. I'll give someone a discount if I can. I got to get everything verified. I'm not the final boss, but I'll get everything verified, and I think we should give maybe a T-shirt or like a 10% off or something for the best questions every week. Questions are what keep the show going. So again, the more questions, the better. Let's see who's giving out the first question of the day. Nothing so far, but again, I'll jump into the topic. It is hot as hell outside, all over the country, not just here in Florida. I saw that in Alaska, they had the first heat advisory in Alaska. So it was reaching 80, 82, 85 in Alaska, which is crazy. Now, with the heat comes a lot of sunshine. I know people try to avoid the sun. Some people either love the sun or some people avoid it altogether because they have the sun is bad for you. It causes skin damage, all this. I don't believe in that stuff if it's within reason. So today, one of our topics, my topic, is health benefits of the sunshine. We always hear how bad it is and damaging. It causes skin cancer and all this stuff and, sunburn and everything else. But the benefits of the sun. I know for me, my personal benefit, not benefit, but a euphoric feeling I get when I first wake up in the morning, the sun's coming up, You know, my walls are windows, so when the sun comes in the morning time, the sun is just, it kind of gives me life. And even though I'm inside behind that window, it's not the same feeling. As soon as I step onto my balcony and I sit down, I drink my tea, and I feel that vitamin D, that sun, it just puts me in a good mood. It gets me charged up. I notice the inflammation in my joints go away. It just helps a lot. So what are the actual benefits of the sun other than just putting you in a good mood? First one, provides vitamin D, one of the main things. Now, vitamin D, especially in terms of bodybuilding, vitamin D is very important. Vitamin D helps strengthens your bones, helps your mood system. Again, better mood, cardiovascular help. All these are good benefits from vitamin D. So again, the more you're in the sunlight, the more vitamin D you're going to get. Now, it boosts your mood. Sunshine will boost your mood. The specific reason why sunny days put a smile on your face is because it hits a specific part of your brain, the pineal gland, and that is related to the production of serotonin. And when serotonin is released, that's when you get in a good mood. So basically, the sunlight will increase your mood. So automatically, we have strong bones, healthy immune system, better mood, cardiovascular health, and it helps with muscle function. That's just the first things. Also, helps regulate sleep patterns. Very true. It seems counterintuitive, but most people are awake when the sun is out. But sunlight plays an important role in regulating your sleep cycle. It says your body's internal clock, known as a circadian rhythm, relies on natural sunlight to stay in sync. When your eyes are exposed to sun, the brain receives the message that it can stop producing melatonin, one of the main hormones that contributes to sleep. So again, helps with sleep. When the melatonin, that's why people take melatonin, you know, in a pill form or whatever. I don't really, it doesn't help me sleep at all. But that's why sometimes people will take melatonin to help them sleep. And again, when it's dark, when the room is dark, it's going to make you feel more tired because of that melatonin imbalance. So again, the sun's going to help you sleep. I notice when I go outside, whether I'm by the pool or I'm on the balcony or if I'm at the beach, if I'm outside for a long period of time, when I come back in, and I like to take my little afternoon naps, especially in Florida when it rains every day in the summer, around 4 or 5 p.m. But I sleep a lot better from being in the sun. Now, some people say it's because you're drained from sweating and being out in the heat all day. That could be it too, but it's the sun that's actually helping with your sleep. So I know when I don't get any sun, seasonal depression kicks in. That's another reason why I live in Florida now, and I'm never going back up to the cold weather because I don't like anything below 80 degrees for me. So people see me 80 degrees in a hoodie on. They see me 90 degrees in a hoodie. I love the heat. So people think it's crazy, but I love it. I would much rather be hot, be a little bit damp, sweaty, than be cold with a runny nose, with a sore throat, with achy elbows, sliding all over the place, shoveling out the driveway, scraping off the car. Can't stand out. The cold is miserable. So also, like I said, the sunlight will help improve seasonal depression. Again, the sun puts you in a good mood. When it's dark and gray and cold outside, it makes you lazy. It makes you tired. I know when I go to the gym, if I'm on my way to the gym and it's like gray and gloomy outside, it's hard to tap in. I mean, I always do ECA, maybe even 2 ECAs. I wouldn't recommend it, but sometimes I'll take 2. And that will actually get me going. And again, I don't recommend that. You're only supposed to take 1. But every once in a while, I need something crazy. I might do 2 Hercules and an ECA or something like that. When that gray overcast, I feel like I'm in London. It's just gloomy and gray. As soon as the sun comes out, everyone's back in a better mood. You start smiling again. So it definitely helps with that. It contributes to your well-being, to your overall sense of well-being. Again, even if you're sick and you're inside and you're like, oh, I don't want to go outside because I'm sick, chances are you're sick because you're not going outside. The body is 98.6 degrees on average. So if it's 90 degrees outside, going outside 90-degree heat, as long as you're hydrated, as long as you don't have an electrolyte imbalance and your vitamins and everything is on point, when you're outside, you should feel better. Your body's accustomed to being in the heat. Now, the cold darkness, if you go stay in a cave where it's dark and cold, that's where sickness is going to happen. If you go out and live in the jungle and you're out in the 100-degree weather, you really don't get sick. So again, it helps with your overall well-being, sleep quality, energy levels, physical performance, stress, anxiety levels, and also cognitive function. So how much sun do you actually need? How much vitamin do you actually need? Now, it doesn't mean go outside and stay in the sun for 5-6 hours a day. If you're prone to being sunburned, doesn't mean go outside and stay in the sun all day and be like, oh, Dru said it's good for you. No, if you're burning, don't go outside. It's time to come inside. It's recommended that you really only need, I mean, obviously I do a few hours, but you really only need 10 to 30 minutes. 10 to 30 minutes is literally all you need. It says right here, in general, you typically need much less direct sunlight than you may think. Dr. Gavin notes that 10 to 30 minutes of sun exposure on your bare skin, so that doesn't mean go outside with a hoodie on, with the hood up, with a shiesty mask, and you can't even see anything. You know, on your bare skin, 10 to 30 minutes is all you need to impact your body, impact your skin, and impact your energy levels in a positive way. So again, if you've been inside all day, you don't feel like going outside, if you don't like being around people, you just go outside for a walk. If you have a sun deck, go sit out in the deck. If you have a driveway, if there's no place, you can just go find a park and just sit down and just absorb the sun. If you live by the beach, if you have a pool, whatever, it's really all you need is 10, 30 minutes. I make it a point to get some sunlight every day, even if I'm inside all day working, even if I don't feel like, if it's a rest day from the gym and I just feel like letting my body recover. Very important, sun. Now, over the years, with this whole sunlight thing, over the years, we've kind of gotten scared of the sun with all the skincare and sunblock, and it's bad for you, and eye protection, skin protection, this and that. But if you go to other countries, where they're in the sun all day, their skin is exposed all day, they don't burn. They don't have sunburns, they're not dehydrated. Chances are their skin is actually a lot more clear than mine is, or it is people over here. So if your body can get accustomed to being in the sunlight, now again, if you're fair skin, I know a lot of people from certain parts of the world have fair skin, they burn easily. A friend of mine, he's 100% Irish. If he goes in the sun for 15 minutes, his face is red, he's burning like quick. Now, if that's you, I wouldn't recommend to go out there that long. But again, proper, 10 minutes is really all you need to improve your quality of life. So don't stay inside all day. I know it's hot out. It's like 100 degrees everywhere, not just here in Florida. So don't stand outside all day. Don't stand inside or don't be outside all day. Overexposure is going to cause worse of a problem. Overexposure of the sun. Now we're looking at sunburn. We're looking at dehydration. We're looking at electrolyte imbalance where you could be cramping. And it's going to cause more damage. If you have open wounds, if you have cuts, it's not good to go in the sunlight until the cut is healed, because it will prevent, it'll actually scar a lot easier in the sunlight. Now, one way to prevent that is to cover the actual injury or cut or scar just itself while you go in the sunlight. And things we have here at Titan Medical that's going to help with that would be BPC 157. BPC 157 is actually, it's a healing peptide. A lot of guys, a lot of big bodybuilders, we take it for our joints and our elbows and all that stuff. But it actually helps with any type of healing. So if you have a sunburn, BPC 157 will actually help with the sunburn, whether it's preventing sunburn or healing the sunburn. So that's another option you could have too, is take BPC 157 throughout the summer or throughout your sun exposure. Now again, everyone's different, but I'm just giving you a quick rundown of the benefits of the sun. Everyone's afraid of it. Everyone's running inside because it's so hot, and I'm running outside. I like to feel the sun on my head. I like to feel the sun on my back. It puts me in a better mood. Now, back in the days, in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, and I believe even in the 70s, hospitals used to have sun decks, where literally would have a sun deck. If you look at old school pictures of the hospitals, they had a sun deck, where they'd actually have a deck, and they would have all the hospital beds. They would have like 20 hospital beds with the IV or whatever people need, literally on the roof of the hospital or just wide out open, so they get the sun. It used to be looked at as a good thing. The sun is helping treat the body and the immune system and sickness and all that stuff. I don't know why over the years it's turned into the sun is bad for you and it's going to cause all these problems. So again, Do some research on that. You'll see that the sun is healed, and people have been using sun in terms of healing and cognitive function for years and years. We don't do it anymore. What do these hospitals do now? They just load you up on some medication, say get some rest so they can get more of your money and come back and say get more rest. It's not what we do here at Titan. We treat the problem. We want it to be fixed. We don't want you to keep coming back every month and spending more and more money. If we can give you BPC 157 and it could heal your elbows, joints, or whatever, you take that for 4 or 5 months and your stuff is fixed, you're good now. No more Advil, no more pain pills, no more aggravation, no more workouts and pain. Helps a lot. We got some questions on here right now. Is TRT only for bodybuilders? Absolutely not. TRT is an acronym for testosterone replacement therapy. You also see HRT, which is an acronym for hormone replacement therapy. They're both basically replacing hormones. Testosterone is a hormone. So you're basically just replacing what is lacking in your body. So it's not just for bodybuilders. People see me and they see, they see me as a bodybuilder and, oh, I don't want to get big. I don't need testosterone. It's not to get you big. If you're looking to take testosterone to get big and be my size or be a bodybuilder, you're not going to get that dose here at Titan. We're not going to overprescribe you. You're not going to come in here and we just, fill out a form and we give you 500,000 milligrams a week. It doesn't work that way. Chances are you may get 100 milligrams, maybe 200 if your testosterone is low. But it's not just for bodybuilders, for anybody. It could be a guy who doesn't work out at all. It could be a lady who doesn't work out at all. Men, once you get 30, 40, 50, your testosterone level goes down. So if your blood work says you're low in testosterone, we're going to give that to you. It's not to make you look like me or anybody else that's in the gym. It's to make you feel good. It's not to look good, feel good, and perform good. So if you have a low sex drive, low libido, testosterone is going to help with that. Women, a lot of women have a hormonal imbalance because they took birth control when they were younger. Not exactly sure which one it was, but I see a lot of women, they get their blood work done or they feel off. They have too high of a sex drive or too low of a sex drive. If you're lethargic. So TRT or HRT is not only for bodybuilders and it's not only for males. Now, right now, if you take advantage of this deal, my personal deal on blood work, you can find out if your testosterone is low or if it's high. So if you call 727-389-3220, or you could text that number, let them know, hey, I need some blood work done. I need to figure where my levels are at. And if you let them know my code, which is DRU-BW1 for men and DRU-BW2 for women. So blood work 1, Dru blood work 1, DRU-BW1 for men, and DRU-BW2 for women. If you call and use that code, or if you go online, www.titanmedicalcenter.com, use that code, you're automatically going to get a huge discount. So that is not something that's just this week. That's all the time. So feel free to use that code whenever you want to and take advantage. And again, our blood work is a full panel. We do full panel blood work. We check literally everything. I've heard of other companies say that they do full panel, and some of their patients will come to us, and the list is 3 times as long. So when you call the number and you ask about blood work, they'll explain to you everything, what's in a full panel. That'd be a whole nother show for me because we do an extensive blood work. But again, use that code if you need to hook up. And no, TRT is not just for bodybuilders. Anybody who wants to look good, feel good, and perform good, anybody who's been feeling off, if you've had an appetite loss, sex drive loss, hard to sleep, hard to recover, you just feel like something is off, this is the way to go. Sebastian, good question. What do you recommend for men feeling low energy and feeling lethargic? First of all, again, that would be off of your blood work. Chances are there might be an imbalance in your hormones, or you might be high estrogen, you might be low estrogen, you might be low testosterone, you might be high testosterone. So again, that's going to be based off of your blood work. I wouldn't recommend anything. I'm not a doctor, but I wouldn't recommend anything that's not, I don't know exactly what's going on with your blood work. Even with some of my clients, I would ask to see their blood work first before I start making recommendations. Now, certain things you could do for energy we have here at Titan. ECA Stack Plus is very good. It's ephedra, caffeine, aspirin, B12, choline. It's kind of like a little boost. Has the same amount of caffeine as like a standard energy drink in a can. I'm not going to give them a shout out because those energy drinks are crap. But yeah, about 200 milligrams of caffeine, ephedrine, that's going to give you a little boost. But again, if you're low T, if you're low testosterone, especially as a male, you're going to be tired. You're going to be worn down. You're going to like, I don't know what's going on. I don't feel like getting up today. If you're a gym guy, you're going to be like, I don't feel like working out today. You could be, you know, with the most attractive woman you've ever seen and be like, I don't even feel like doing nothing. I have no libido. You're just going to feel off and you don't know why. And some men are like that naturally. Some men are like that because they abuse recreational drugs or anabolic steroids and they're not sure why they're like that. But it's not just older men too. I know guys that's in their early 20s that have no sex drive at all. And they're not bodybuilders. They're just regular guys that they've had an imbalance that's been off. A lot of men, they don't talk about it either. So, I mean, a lot of men, you know, like, oh, what's wrong with him? He doesn't like girls. I've never seen him talk to any girls. He may have no libido. I mean, he may be too afraid to mention it to his girlfriend or to his friends or whatever. So that's another reason called Titan. We can take care of all that stuff, your libido, your sex drive, everything. Yeah, you don't know how good, I'm not sure if you guys have seen the most recent video that they did on Titan, Generation Iron. I'm giving a little example. You don't know what feeling good feels like until you feel good. A lot of guys, a lot of women have felt like they felt down for so many years. They don't even know what it feels like. You ever see people and they're in such a good mood, you're like, how do they get like that? I'm just tired. Chances are they're optimal. Their levels are optimal, you know. You could have personal stuff and stress going on in your life, but there's no better feeling than feeling great. Like, you don't even know what it feels like until you get there. So I challenge you guys, challenge you girls, get your blood work done, see where you're at. And chances are, if you're feeling off, usually blood work is something is off. Blood works are kind of like MRIs. You could always find something in there that's going to make someone feel off. So that's a whole nother show about the MRI thing. But yeah, let's see who else we have on here right now. Anybody questions about benefits of the sun? Romans Loft is saying, yeah, the winter in New York sucks. Yeah, it's terrible. Terrible. I do not miss that at all. At all. At all. No. I don't ever want to see below 80 ever again. I mean, I do. There's not too many places in the world that they stay like that. But here, we're good here right now. Right now, I think our lows right now are like probably 75 is the lowest it gets right now at nighttime. That's like 2, 3 in the morning. Certain nights, you know, I'll wake up 2, 3 in the morning. Look at the temperature. It's still in the 80s, which I love. So, any other questions? Scroll up, scroll down, see who's on right now. Let me see who's on my live. We got a lot of people on here. Let me get to some of these people. Terry Peterkin. Excuse me. I'm trying to pray for abs. Will they come? I don't know if praying is going to get them to come, but we definitely have some stuff that targets your abs here at Titan Medical. Tesamorelin is actually, it's one of our better products we have here right now. It actually targets specific visceral fat, like in your stomach. So if you're looking for a product at Titan that will actually target belly fat, Tesamorelin is going to work. But hey, Terry, you got to get right in that kitchen, man. Your food's got to be on point. We have plenty of stuff that'll help, but your food's got to be on point. Abs are made in the kitchen, not the gym. Just always remember that. We got Mr. Pintel just joined. We got Victor. We got Maxell, Lutz. A lot of people joining. Let me give a couple waves, couple shout outs. We got Boss Maddox on here. Okay. Appreciate the love, Wayne. Says he got to get back to work. He just want to tune on and say hello. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Now, we have some Titan events coming up. I believe it's 5 or 6 weeks right now. First one's going to be Tampa Pro. Very excited about that. That's probably the biggest bodybuilding show in Tampa. That's going to be, I believe, July 31st through August 2nd. And that's going to be at the Grand Hyatt Bayport. That's right here in Tampa. It's about literally like 3 minutes from the airport. So if anybody's flying in, it's right near the airport. It's about 10, 15 minutes from downtown, so not too far from everything. That's going to be the Tampa Pro, and Titan Medical is the official sponsor of the Tampa Pro this year. Very excited about that. And they're bringing back female bodybuilding this year. So last year they didn't have it. I know a lot of my friends and clients that are female bodybuilders were kind of like upset about it. But yes, They're bringing back female bodybuilding. That's going to be July 31st to August 2nd. Tampa Pro, sponsored by Titan Medical. Tim Gardner's show too. Shout out to Tim, always doing a great job at his shows. After that, we have the Hurricane Bay. The Hurricane Bay or Hurricane Pro. That's going to be coming up, and that's, I believe, at the Coliseum. I'm going to get the dates pulled up real quick. It's going to be at the Coliseum. Same place it was last year. Again, this is a 2-day show for the Hurricane Pro. It's a 2-day show this year again. So, again, that's going to be a great one. And, again, it's Tim Gardner. So, we always like Tim Gardner's family over here at Titan. We love his events. He does a great job. He's the South Florida chairman of the MPC. So, yeah, shout out to Tim Gardner, always putting on a great show. Again, those 2 shows are coming up. If we have any more coming up, I'll let you know. Again, the Olympia, that's a little bit farther down the line. I'll give you more details to that as it comes. Tom Dollarhide, how many grams of creatine a day and when should I take it? It depends what you want to do. Everyone's different, but I would never take 5 grams. I see people buy creatine. They look, oh, serving size 5 grams. They take 1 scoop. What the hell is that going to do? Like, you got to take more than 5 grams. That's just my recommendation. I take 25 grams a day. I was at 15 and 20 and 25, which is 5 scoops. So 25 scoops at 5 grams a piece. What I do is I do 15 grams before I train, or sometimes 20, or sometimes the whole thing, and then I do another 10 later on in the day. I would say, depending on what you weigh, but I would say try 15. Try 15 grams. Again, 5 grams is pointless. And if you guys or girls buy pre-workout products, which I don't recommend, or weight gainer or protein powders, anything like that, if it says it has creatine in it, look at how much it has in it. Because a lot of these places, I know I'm not going to say who it is, but I know there's a company out there that makes a good weight gainer, good calorie dense, high carb, high protein weight gainer, and they promote that it has creatine in it. It's 1 gram of creatine. So if it says serving size on a creatine tub 5 grams, they're only putting 1 gram. Now, why do they do that? Because that's enough for them to say that it has creatine in it to get you to buy it. So even if something has creatine in it, I still always add a scoop or 2 or 3. But yeah, I do 20 grams a day, 25. I would say anybody out there doing 5, bring it straight to 15. Don't even go to 10, just go straight to 15. You're not going to hold water. And again, creatine has a lot of good benefits too. It's not just about gaining muscle and feeling strong and, having stamina. Creatine helps with brain clarity, cognitive function, mental focus. It helps a lot with other things too, not just putting on muscle. Yeah, I see a lot of people with the creatine, they're getting it wrong. They're doing 5 grams, or even glutamine. They're having glutamine, they're doing 5 grams. Like, come on now, you got to take, this is not caffeine, this is not a stimulant, this is not something that's going to damage your body. So, I mean, in terms of creatine or glutamine, you can go 20, 30 grams a day without any problems. The only thing you want to do is make sure you're hydrated and make sure you're not having anything orally that's going to interfere with the ingestion of the creatine. That's another reason why I wish Titan had some injectable creatine. If we had injectable creatine, that would be the game changer, because I like everything injectable. It's a lot safer. You're getting every last microgram and milligram in your stomach. It's not going to mix with the food. You're not going to excrete anything out. But again, if we ever have injectable creatine, if it's possible, I'll let you know. I mean, I've mentioned it to John before, but if we can get that, that will be a game changer, because I've never heard of anybody with injectable creatine, or even if it would work that way. Some things aren't meant to be IM or sub-Q. They have to be ingested orally. Shout out to Jocelyn Davids on here. Jared just jumped on here too. Let's see. See what else we got on here. That's pretty much it for questions so far. I'll get back to them if anybody else jumps on. Again, we have 10% off of all Titan therapies, excluding hormones. So apparel, and also too, someone was asking earlier about apparel, about the merch. So 10% off merch too. So if you want any of these, we got these dry fit with the hood, sleeveless. We also have the ones with the sleeves. We got stringers. We got scrunch booty leggings for women. We have capris. We got crop top hoodies for women, like the oversized crop top cut hoodies. We got them in pink. We got them in gray. We got men's jerseys. I always have people asking, how do I get the jerseys? The Nike jerseys and the Jordan jerseys, the Team Titan signature ones, we have those. We got a whole merchandise room back there full of stuff, bins and bins and bins. So if you guys or girls need anything, check the website. And again, that 10% discount is applied. You could apply that to merch as well. So, I mean, if you get a little bundle, you can grab couple therapies, couple outfits for you and your girl or you and your boyfriend or whatever, and save a couple $100. It's a good little treat. Victor Guzman's, what do you think about Sloop? Everyone's talking about Sloop. Exercise in a bottle. What is Sloop? SLUPP-332. Everyone just calls it Sloop because it looks like Sloop, so it's easy to say. What is it? Sloop basically mimics exercise. So if you're exercising, whatever your body is and brain is experiencing through exercise, Sloop, if you take that, it's going to make your body think you're exercising even when you're not. So, which is good because, I mean, people like to call it the couch potato drug. That's like the term I've been hearing, but it's not really so much couch potato because you're going to want to, let me change my screen's moving a little bit. You're going to want to exercise with it. I mean, I always recommend exercise. Why not? I mean, even a simple walk on an incline or going for a walk, it's going to tell your body that you're doing a lot more that you're doing. So it basically mimics exercise. So if you take this product and you're just sitting on your couch, your mind's going to be telling itself that, okay, you're exercising even if you're not. So people call it exercising a ball, but I would not recommend just taking it and just chilling unless you have an injury. Now, if you have an injury, this is great because you could take this and kind of like put a pause on the training and stuff, but still get the effects and then ease back into it. So say if anybody's out there has an injury and they're getting depressed, they're like, man, I was killing the gym. It's the summertime, man. I know I can't work out. You could take some Sloop to kind of mimic exercise. And I would also recommend taking some BPC and some TB500 to speed up the recovery process. So now your body is mimicking exercise as you're strengthening your connective tissue and ligaments, which is speeding up the process. So once you come back, you're 100%. But yeah, it basically just mimics exercise. So taking exercise, like you're getting 2 workouts in one. So, I mean, I could break it down a lot more, but that's basically what it does. Everyone's just calling it exercise in a bottle. That's like the term I've been seeing floating around on message boards and the different groups I'm a part of on Facebook. But yeah, we got a lot of good products here. We have Sloop 332. Retta is like the main one I keep hearing people talk about. Retta. Bodybuilders like obsessed with retatrutide now. We did have a little bit of semaglutide in stock. I'm not sure if it's still available, but I would definitely jump on the line and call now because I got an email a couple days ago that said we have a little bit in stock that we were able to get, but it's going to be gone soon, so if it's not already. So, but real quick, just a rundown of different things, just a quick breakdown. If you're looking to gain size and muscle, HRT and MK677. If you're looking for a pump in the gym, HRT and Hercules Potion. If you're looking to increase your sex drive, if you're looking to have more energy, have a better appetite, have a better sense of well-being, erections, if you're having problems with erections, a lot of people don't like to talk about it, HRT, definitely the way to go. And also with that, if you have any ED issues or something like that, we also have special blends like Superman, Superwoman. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff to give you bang for your buck, literally in the bedroom. Now, if you're looking for fat burning, strictly fat burning, hardcore only fat burning, semaglutide is still available. If you're looking for exercise in a bottle, like you don't really want to go to the gym that much, but you want to get the benefits, Sloop. If you're looking for a pre-workout to take before you go to the gym to get you amped up, ECA Stack Plus combined with Hercules Potion. Ladies, you want your hair thicker, you want your nails better, hair, skin, nails, we have biotin capsules. We have stuff for that too. We have so many different things here at Titan Medical. It's not just about muscle, it's about looking and performing your best. Also, we have in-house IV. If you need an IV, if you need a drip, if you're hungover, if you partied too much last weekend, if you have stuff to do, you got to take care of the kids, you went a little bit too crazy, you can come into the office, we can give you an IV drip bag, hook you up to an IV, give you all the electrolytes you need, whether it's glutathione, any type of vitamins you need, vitamin B12, anything you need can be put into that. NAD, NAC, anything can be put into that IV. It's going to make you look and feel and perform better and get you back to functioning because you decided to go out and drink too much the night before. So we have a little bit for everything. That's pretty much it that I see today for the show. Again, I'll be back next week. If you have any questions, just go back, check out the podcast or rewatch the show. Again, today's show was a little bit different because YouTube wasn't available. We had a little technical thing, but this show could be watched on Facebook, my Instagram, Titan's Instagram, TikTok as well. I'll be back next week. This is Titan Lifestyle. I'm out.